Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. Today I'm going to be planning for the second week in February in my dashboard social media planner, and I've been doing Valentine's Day spreads in all my planners, but those of you who have followed me for a while know that I spent some time working in China and Japan a few years ago, and I was in China one year during the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year, which this year falls on February the 12th. So I thought I'd do something a little different in my social media planner. I'm going to do a spread for Chinese New Year, or Lunar New Year, which this year is the Year of the Ox. I do not have any ox stickers, but I do have this awesome Far East scrapbook paper pad. I got this at Joann's relatively recently, and it's got so many gorgeous papers. I want to use this one in a spread. There's a couple of red ones. At first I thought I would use a red paper for Lunar Year / Valentine's Day. Red is a very important color in China. But then I saw this one, which has a couple. So I figured it could do double duty. It could represent Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, but also Valentine's Day because it's got a couple. So this is the paper I'm going to go with. I'm going to replace the left-hand side, of course. And then I have, you probably know I Franken-plan a lot. I have several different dashboard planners, and I just pick the one that matches my spread the best each week. And so this page is out of the classic size dashboard planner that was available at Walmart. And this red, I like the way the red picks up. So I'm going to use this as my left-hand page, and I'll show you how we're going to put this all in my planner. But let's get started. So the first thing I want to do, I have one of the sticker guides, placement guides here, which is also really good for deciding where you're going to cut your paper. So obviously I want to retain enough of the scene for it to make sense, but I also want to put in my boxes, my functional boxes. So let me get my paper trimmer. And I'm not sure you can see, but it's very interesting. The artwork feels very Asian to me. And I just noticed their bare feet down here. So I think I'm going to use that to set the edges of my paper. If I lose a little bit of her kimono, her dress, and his, that's okay. I don't need to keep this gourd or whatever it is that he's got slung over his shoulder. So I think I'm going to cut the page about where their feet are and lose their feet. So let's go ahead and start with that. Yep, you definitely still looks like a beautiful kimono. And then for this side, and then to make it page size. So here are my pages. I love it so far. Okay, don't need this anymore. Just looking at the scraps that I cut off, the bigger scraps, to see if there's anything I can potentially cut around to bring over onto this side. So there are some possibilities here. We'll save that until later on though in the spread. So the first thing I need is a February. So I have this Krissyanne Designs sticker book. I don't know if this is the name of it. I don't think it is. I'm not sure what it's called. If I can find, oh, made in China too. If I can find a link to this, I will link it for sure, but I got it at Michael's. And I thought I could use either this really dark green or this really dark red. I'm thinking the red. I could also use a gold foil one, but I kind of like this one. I went through my stickers. This is just a 3-ring binder that I got off of Amazon, and I put a bunch of sheet protectors in it. And I want to definitely pull my words for this. I need my YouTube post. And then I had printed a while back some boxes. These are black, But I have two really, really dark, I'm sure they still look black to you guys on the video, but they're actually really, really, really dark brown. And so I think I want to use these over here as my to-do boxes. If I can figure out, if I can put them, so I think, all right, let's just go ahead and put them on there. So obviously I don't want to cover up the people really. So if I put this way, way, way up, or even if I turn it, it's just ever so slightly taller than it is wide. And that is because that's the way the boxes are shaped here. They're a little bit taller than they are wide. But since I didn't print any bullet points on there, I can turn it however I want. So I think I want to go ahead and turn it this way because it's going to fit above her head a little bit better. And I just have to decide if I want to put it, if I want to keep all of that flower visible. Because if I do that, let's see, if I put this one, I can kind of see through here. I don't know if you guys can see through, but I can see her face there. So if I put this one without it touching anything, and I don't, yeah, it'll just barely fit this way. So I could put this one, if I put that one there, will this one fit here? It's going to overlap just a little. Do I care? Not particularly. I could go ahead and come down just a little bit further. I don't think I will though. I think I want to maintain as much of the scene as possible. So let's see. This one is definitely, yeah, I need the space for them though. So it's not the end of the month, so I don't need tons of extra lines. Yeah, I used all those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. However, I can space these a little closer together. So okay. Sorry, indecisive. I'm just gonna tuck this down in here without covering up too much of the scene. All right, and then this one, same thing. So then it leads me to think I should put this one on top. And if I do that, and I can lose a little of this flower. I'm okay with that because there's lots of foil and flowers. Yeah, I'm gonna just lose a little bit of this part of the flower, and that's okay. It sounded like it ripped my page, but it did not. All right, so there's a little bit of overlap there. Not too awful bad though. I can live with that. I'll just put my bullet points a little bit closer together. All right, so then speaking of bullet points, I have these heart bullet points. I used these a few weeks ago. I got them off of AliExpress. I will put a link. That's like the Asian equivalent of Amazon. But I just love how this orangey red matches. So I'm going to use these as my bullet points over here. And then I pulled out, I got some vintage stickers also off of AliExpress. And I know a couple of the planners have gotten these from the washi tape shop. And I thought it has some really small ones. So I thought I would use these over here. I like the way the vintage kind of picks up the vintage feel of the paper over here. So I want to use these as my, my stat boxes. So I think they'll fit. I just love the vintage feel of this paper, and I feel like it really matches this paper over here. And then I picked out a couple more little ones that I thought I could use over here, maybe as, oh my gosh, look how well that matches that color. I thought I could use these over here. And traditionally you put your to-do or whatever up over here, but I think I want to put them down here today. My get it done, to do, whatever. Yeah, I like that actually. That looks pretty nice. Okay, and then my bullet points. And then I don't want to forget again this time. I need some habit trackers. So I'm pulling out this brown book because I thought these could work. Again, I can chop them off, or ooh, these if I can find a place to put them. They're kind of big is the problem. These are actually really big, and I don't have much room. So I'm not sure. I guess I could put them down here. Can I fit 3 of them across there? All right. I'm gonna have to come back to the habit tracker dilemma, I think. Now, if I use these, I can cut them down super small like I did before. Maybe I might end up doing that. All right, well, we'll come back to that. I think I might end up having to cut these down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put these on. So I'm going to put them that way as far as I can to leave myself plenty of functional space to write on my bullets. Let's go ahead and put my titles on here. And I'm tempted, since we're in the world of red, yeah, I'll put a little YouTube logo on here. I think important and remember this week. I like the layering. I think it looks nice. Awesome. Oh, it's already definitely tying the 2 pages together. I love it. All right. Next, I think I want to go ahead and grab my super pointy tweezers, and I will link these in the description box. These are for applying eyelash extensions, and I'm going to go ahead and put my bullet points on this page. Okay, for these 2 boxes, I would normally use my Happy Planner stencil, but I want to try to get at least 10 lines in. And I know that these aren't super close together, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be about there. 8, it would be close. I have a bunch of other stencils. A lot of these I got at Walmart in the pen and gear section, and I'm pretty sure. So this is just a little album for storing photos. I like the one that has the black background because, as you can see, you can really easily see your stencils. This one looks like it's quite a bit closer together. Yeah, so I could use this one. I bet I would get a bunch of lines on this one and not even have to run so much into here where I overlapped. So there's 5. Oh yeah, I could easily get 10. So I think I'm going to use this stencil instead. Just the same way as my Happy Planner stencil. I'm going to get a super fine black pen and draw these in. Alright, I think that's enough to make that work. Okay, so I need habit trackers, and I'd like to find a weekend banner. So coming into this wellness book, which has lots of colors, I think that'll match with this. Let me see if I can find. It is still Valentine's Day, so this Best Weekend Ever is nice. I could put that down here. It's red. Let's see. Chill weekend, relaxing weekend. I do plan on trying to take a little time off But that red is a little too cherry colored, I think. I like this one better. So I think we'll try using this one down here. I think it'll fit. Yeah. Okay, and then I still need my habit trackers. So what I thought was, a few weeks ago I used these and I cut them off, and then I put a little white box over the word challenge so I could write in what my habit trackers are for. So I think I'll do the same thing, because this is about as small a habit tracker as I can possibly find. So I'm just getting my cutting mat out, and I want to pick I need 3, and I want to pick 3 that kind of match. So this is kind of a teal blue. I think I want this green one. And I definitely could use a gold colored one. And then last but not least, is there a reddish, orangish one? Yeah. Just looking to see if there's anything that kind of will tie in that color. I think this one, this reddish one. All right, so, and then that should be about everything I need. So I'm going to just use a straight edge. I put these on my cutting mat. I'm going to use a straight edge to cut off the word weekly, because I need these to be quite a bit smaller. So I'm just going to cut these along the line of color. I'm going to get rid of the word weekly. And then I have some leftover little bits of sticker paper, white sticker paper from cutting around other stickers that I've printed myself. So what I thought I could do is show you another trick, which is to just take the bits of sticker paper. Let me find a piece. So here's a piece. This is just white sticker paper. And what I can do is just cut a little strip to cover up the word challenge. Let's see if I have a different one that's better for size-wise. Here's a little tiny one. Yeah, see, that's just the right width. If I cut this to the right size, I know this is extremely fiddly, but if this is what it takes to make me happy, then this is what I'm going to do. So, all right, so if I cut this right about like that, and I'm going to cut lightly so I can try to get a kiss cut on this. So I've just kind of laid it on there. My cutting mat is rough enough that it's probably not going to slide around a whole lot once I lay my ruler on top of it. And I don't care if a tiny little bit of the gold word challenge shows around it, because you're not going to be able to tell it's a word. It's just going to look like, oops, so tiny. It's just going to look like decoration. Yep, there we go. So I just cut it lightly. It didn't cut through the back. I just kiss cut it. It cut through the sticker on top, but not the wax paper backing. And so then I can just put this right on here. And then I can write my own title on there. So if I do a second one now, the same height. Okay, one more. There we go. 30 perfect little habit trackers that I should be able to fit on my spread. So the question is where? I gotta get them off of there. Kind of thinking maybe down here. If I could just kind of stack them. This guy's just a little bit crooked. There we go. All right. I obviously don't have room for a quote, so I think that's about it. I think I have everything functional. I just want to look and see. I mean, I think since I used the vintage stickers, it's pretty well tied together, and these red bullet points help a lot because they match so well. So I don't really know that I want to try to cut any of this stuff out. Plus I don't have a ton of room. So I think it's done. Let me show you how I'm going to put it in my planner. So this is the current week. I basically have replaced this page with this page. This page is going to replace that one, but I don't know if I'm going to want to use red next week or if I'm going to want to use something more neutral. So for that one, it's just going to go right in my planner the way it is. For this other side, we need to franken plan it in. So I've got a piece of contact paper, the backing from contact paper. I'm going to go all the way around this page with some tape runner. And this is a great way, those of you that watch me regularly, you know what I'm going to say. This is a great way to hide bleed through if you run into that issue. A lot of people have been having issues with their old pens bleeding through, and so if I had bleed through all over this page, this would be a great way to hide it using this technique. So I'm just going to line this up right along the punches because that's the most important part, to get aligned properly, exactly aligned. There we go. And then let it fall, press it down, and pop it in my planner. Does not go so well with the cranberry colored discs, but that's okay. Here is my Lunar New Year spread for the week of February 8th through the 14th in my social media dashboard planner. I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to get outside your comfort zone and try something new in your planner. If it does, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.